Welcome back to Power Lunch. Well, ever wondered what it actually takes to be cool? A survey of 1,000 18 to 35-year-old urbanites placed Diesel as the top fashion brand, Saint-Tropez leading beauty products, and PlayStation best technology brand. Joining me with the findings for this week's MediaBeat is Stephen Kaliotis. He's chairman Cool Brands Council, and Stéphane Haro. He's senior brand manager at PlayStation Europe. Stephen, let me pick it up first of all with you, because the actual survey is very interesting indeed. Diesel, the top fashion brand. That must be mainly amongst the younger part of the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did survey obviously 18 to 30-year-olds, and Diesel, I think the reason why it succeeded is because it zigs when others zags. If you look at its advertising, you look at its website, it does things differently, and it inspires the young people to try something new and to use fashion in an exciting way.
Now, it's interesting to see the number 2, Agent Provocateur, which is actually very, very specialized, and it's actually not so well known outside the UK, to be honest with you. What is their trick?
Well, they're a luxury sort of lingerie brand, but again, what they've done is they've tried to be quite bold with their marketing and advertising. They've not sort of tried to tone things down as other brands have done in the sector. Instead, they've been very outrageous in a way and quite controversial with some of the moves that they've made. But the product quality is fantastic. That's one of the keys, but also the way that
you can vouch for that, can you?
Well, not personally, sadly, but I have heard good rumours about it.
Okay, Stefan, let me pick it up with you now about PlayStation. Well, PlayStation obviously is very, very big. What do you think was the actual real trick you used in order to become cool? Did you actually do your research right? Did you do your homework right? Or did it just happen because it's also very innovative and new?
Well, actually, I think you don't decide to be cool. You're cool, or you are seen as cool. You don't have to do things to be cool. Well, obviously, in PlayStation we have core values, which and our brand essence is built around these core values, which are being original, being unpredictable, and a little bit of irreverent. At the same time, we have all other kind of ingredients, which are secret ingredients to complete the recipe.
But you do need to research your market. You need to know who are you targeting. So in order to have a cutting edge, you need to know, okay, what actually will trigger emotions, the experience,
Yeah, well, it's all about experience and understanding the consumer, what the consumer is expecting, and delivering always an experience which will surprise and always challenge the reality. And that's always what we're trying to do in PlayStation. It's always, we're not taking ourselves too seriously, but we're always trying to challenge the reality to drive the future, really.
Now, I think experience is a very key issue here, because it always touches emotions, and once emotions are touched with people, it's memorable, and people associate maybe actually coolness with it, or it's something that is in, or that is just triggered something. Is that one of the key ingredients that you need to look at?
Well, there are 5 what we call core ingredients to cool. Style is very important, and something that certainly a brand like PlayStation has. Originality, innovation, which again was touched upon. Authenticity is important. If you look at any of the brands in the publication, whatever sector, they are very authentic, genuine brands. And also, of course, a bit of uniqueness. And whether that's to do with the product or the way that it's marketing, it's got to be a little bit different and unique. And they're important ingredients, very important.
Let me backtrack to the genuine part, genuine brands. What does it actually mean? What is the difference between a genuine brand and not a genuine brand, or fake brand? How do you distinguish? How do you become a genuine brand?
Well, I mean, consumers are quite savvy. They can generally see when something is just marketing hype. Genuine brands mean, if you're saying you've got environmental credibility, you have got environmental credibility. If you are passionate about entertainment and play and so on, then you've got to be passionate about it. It's got to be values that all the staff believe in and share, and that it's just intrinsically built into that product or brand.
Now, what I would like to look at is also one of the products. I know you can't talk beauty that much, but you have a nice tan, and one of the top beauty brands is actually Saint-Tropez. Are you a user of that fake bake or not?
No, I'm not. No, okay. I'm just back from holiday.
You're just back from holiday, lucky man. Now, let me talk to you about Saint-Tropez then, because there's a very interesting change in zeitgeist. Sun is very dangerous to the skin. Everybody's talking about it, aging effects, etc. I remember, back then, Page 10 was like so out, and now it's so in. So does the company really need to adapt also to change in the zeitgeist or in, such developments?
I mean, cool can be here with one brand today and then gone the next day. So you do have to be up to date. You do have to refresh and change. I mean, if you take something like Saint-Tropez, the reason why it's done so well is A, the product's good, you don't look orange, which is very important, but also actually it's the way, again, it's marketed itself, it's word of mouth, and it's been doing it quite innovatively through the community and through sort of non-advertising channels, and that's worked really well for Saint-Tropez and why it's been sort of received so highly.
Okay, let's talk about PlayStation. It's such an honor to have you guys here because you are one of the top players here. So in terms of the future, so how do you plan to stay cool?
Well, PlayStation is 10 years old this year, so we're very honored to receive this kind of award of being the coolest brand in 2005 because, we built this brand, now it's 10 years old. But and 2005 is even more important for us because it was the launch of PlayStation Portable. And with PlayStation Portable, we could reach a new step for the PlayStation brand to bring PlayStation into really more entertainment, which is not only gaming but reaching more beyond gaming, really, new audiences through music, movie, photo, web browsing. So PSP was really a very important step for us in 2005, and it's a nice bridge, I think, for the brand towards the next generation, which will come next year with PlayStation 3, which will be all about entertainment.
Okay, and I think PlayStation, especially when they're mobile, become more and more also a status symbol. Thanks very much indeed, Stefan. Stefan Haro joining us this morning from PlayStation, and also Stephen Kaliotis, who's chairman at Cool Brands Council.